Hey guys, Switch here with a video on the greatest misconception when it comes to playing Kha'Zix jungle. Now, whenever I've done a commentary or been playing Kha'Zix on the stream, there's always at least one comment or one person mentioning in the chat about whenever you are killing the jungle camps that you should be killing the minis first so that you get the isolation damage on your Q onto the big creep in the camp. Now, this is, like I say, a complete misconception. It's just not true. I mean, it doesn't benefit you in any way, shape or form. The theory behind it is that by killing those minis, you then get the isolation damage off onto the big one, so you kill it down faster. But in practice, what's going to have to happen is that the jungle camps only have one threat, and that is this big minion here. The minis, they're not a threat whatsoever. You want to kill whatever is the biggest threat, else you're going to take too much damage. So normally you will just go face first into the big monster, obviously, because that's the one you want to kill first. But the argument is that with Kha'Zix, because he benefits from this isolation, you might actually want to go into the minis first, and so that then you can kill it faster with your isolated Q. The way that is only going to work, however, is that because you're spending time killing these minis first, all the while the big guy is beating on you and doing damage to you, the time that you spend killing these minis is going to have to be made up by the fact that your isolated Q is going to be so speedy that it makes up for it, basically. And this isn't, I mean, it doesn't do enough damage to make up for it. And this is just going to be a short video. I'm going to be showing you why it doesn't. So I'm going to engage this camp at 13 minutes, and we'll see how long it takes me to do and how much health I'm going to be on by doing it. So for this one, I'm just going to go face first into the big minion, and then I'm going to go do it from the other point of view, going into the minions first instead. So this took me roughly 15 seconds and I took around 250 damage. Now let's take a look at how long it would take by taking the minis first instead. Now this is going to be from the point of view of taking down the minions first. And even though this is at a different camp, I'm the same level, I have the same stats, and this red buff here has the same stats as the one before. So this is going to be a similar exercise, and I'm going to start this off at 17 minutes. And we'll see. So I'm taking away the mini ones first to get this isolated damage off onto the big one. So this took me around 2 or 3 seconds longer than before, and I actually took about 300 damage by doing this. The reason why I took more damage than the previous clear, which if you remember took me about 15 seconds and did 250 damage to me, the reason I did more is because it took me so long to kill those minis. All the while this big guy was beating on me, and the isolated Q damage bonus wasn't enough to make up for it. I didn't kill it fast enough by it being isolated to make it worthwhile. Now I know I showcased this on the red buff, and that has 2 mini monsters. And actually it's kind of ironic to do it on the red buff, because it's actually a trick where you can pull it. If you pull the big red buff here, you can actually isolate it without killing the minis, but this was just a demonstration of the theory, the concept. And it's even worse if you do it for the Wraith camp, because that has 3 minis that you need to kill. It's pretty much the same if you do it on the Wolf camp, and obviously there are no minis to isolate on the White camp, but the only exception I would say to this rule is possibly on the Golems. But even then, it really doesn't make any difference. Basically, the moral of the story is it doesn't matter about killing the minis to isolate your Q. In fact, it's actually worse for you to be doing that. Just go face first into the big creep and kill it as fast as possible. So that's what I want to do for this video today, guys. I just wanted to dispel this myth that seems to be surrounding Kha'Zix jungle, or at least how you clear with him. But thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I will see you in my next video.